Hello, everybody. I am SunPsychic Jean, and please welcome my very special co-host for today, Gerald from TarotStache. Hi, Gerald.
Hello, everyone. Spring is
I
coming here in the Northern Hemisphere.
I love that. Are those googly eyes? Do they
They're,
move?
no, they don't move, but aren't they great? They
Oh
look like
my gosh, they
eyes.
look like the ones that move. I love the whole thing is so
Mhm.
spring. Spring has sprung.
Yes, it
That is
has.
brilliant. You designed that, I'm sure.
I actually had somebody design it for me, so it's on my merch store, but that's all right. So
It's
and
adorable.
well, thank you.
Yep.
And you're right, spring is coming, and I don't know about you, but I'm getting antsy and I'm getting excited to get out. And then when I'm ready to go out into the beautiful sun, it's cold out. It's
I
like,
know.
oh, okay.
I
It's like,
know.
okay.
I
So,
know. So Angela Hudkins is here, Rising Phoenix, and Kendra. Hi, Kendra. And CJ are here. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Today, we're going to be doing messages from our loved ones. It's a mediumship show for today. And we just ask if you would put your questions or your requests for messages in caps and kindly use emojis if you can. And just as a to help us out, please add the name and relation of your loved one, like your sister Pat or your grandfather Bob or whatever it is. Just and that we're connecting with your loved ones who are on the other side, your loved ones who have passed over or have crossed over or have transitioned. And that's what we're working on today. I
mhm.
love getting together. Happy Friday. It is the Friday. This weekend is daylight savings. We're springing forward.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes, we are.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
And that
and yeah, that's
mhm.
always one of those things that for me, it always takes a good 3 days to adjust to it. So,
I know. Gerald, I'm telling you, one of the hardest things when you're over here connected to your imagination or your creative side is to figure out time zone. I call it time zone math, and
yeah, and yeah, and I do things with people on, in Europe, and so I'm like, okay, I used to know what it is, but now, okay, so we've sprung forward. They haven't yet, and but and then there's some places that don't adjust the time zone.
hmm I think Arizona, a place in Arizona. Who is it? Did the UK already spring forward?
No, they're a couple of weeks behind us.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Now, I have our alarm system changed already. They changed last week, so I don't know where they're originally from,
Wow. Okay.
but it changed automatically. I don't know. We'll see.
Yes.
You know how thank goodness our phones are automatically connected.
Well, and I have in my bedroom, I have a very old digital clock that automatically changes. It is so old though, it changes back when we used to do it because we do it what 2 or 3 weeks earlier.
Right.
And so, which is funny because when I'm waking up and I'm seeing that, I'm like, oh, wait a minute, is it really 8 o'clock or is it 7 o'clock? Or it's sort of funny. So
I know. And Kendra says the time change is so hard with young children.
mhm.
It's so hard with older children too.
Yes, yes,
No, I
yes, Angela.
try.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Angela, yes, my necklace is tiger's eye.
Oh, wonderful. Lovely. I love that. Um, yeah, there was, I think it was, Dr. Gail and Nancy Jean were doing a show about different crystals, and she was saying which ones that she used to wear. This is just a fashion necklace for me today, you guys, but I do have lots and lots of I call them like healing jewelry, or remedies. I have jewelry that are remedies. Hi, Rachel H. Nice to see you. Chandel is here. Nice to see you. Wiki is here. Hi, Wiki. Nice to see you. Angela Huckins, I think I said you, but that's okay. I'll say hello again. And Edward Kenneth is here. Oh, Hawaii doesn't change either.
Yep.
Yeah. And I think actually the continent of India does not change either, but they have to adjust what time it is here for us. They don't change, but they have to figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't know that Hawaii didn't change.
Yeah, I realized that because I do with some stuff with people in Hawaii as well. So it's like, well, okay.
So we're going to be doing mediumship readings only today. And if you could put your loved one's name and relationship, like your brother Bob or your sister Sue or whatever the relationship and the first name. And it's for mediumship for people who have already crossed over. And so we're just going to be doing that for us today. Oh, wait, let me just go back here. I want to turn off this banner because, I feel like I'm on a bus sometimes when I watch them.
Oh, yes.
I get a little motion distracted. So, yeah. Okay. So Rachel, I see you. Let's go ahead and start with Rachel. And the closer to your immediate family or, a close relative is always like somebody asked about a star or somebody like their teacher, and it's nice and it's okay, but for today, if we could do close intimate type of doesn't have to be family, but just somebody who you knew very well, like a best friend or a relative or a husband. Or okay, so Rachel says, may I have a message from her husband Urs, please? I think that's how you say it. Urs. Oh, congratulations, Jen. All right, Rachel H. Let me connect to Rachel. Now, Rachel, I'm just going to connect to your energy. What we usually say is that my intention is that you receive the information that is most important for you to learn and that is in your highest good.
Rachel, did your husband drink tea? And did he have facial hair? Okay, no. Okay, that's not it.
It's okay. We can just redirect. Hi, Leona. Thank you very much. So, Rachel H., do you or did you have dark hair? I'm seeing a woman with darker hair, and I feel like I'm connecting to your energy. And I just want to confirm that we're connecting to you and your husband. Okay, she's saying yes. I feel like your husband may have been ill for a little while, that there was something that he had to tend to and go get tested for and go back and forth. And I feel like he may have thought he would be able to stick around for a little bit longer. I don't know if it was something that like you couldn't see it. Like it's almost like if he had like vascular issues or if he had diabetic issues, or like if you saw him, you would not be able to tell that he was not well. Like he, was not like anything where he lost his hair or there wasn't anything quite physical, but his something unseen was. Oh, now he's also bringing me to the chest. So it also could be like a breathing or a lung and heart is what I'm getting right around here. He's showing me a bunny. He's showing me a bunny. He wants you to know that he's very much in connection with you and connected to you where you are right now. He's with you. He has not left you. And he wants you to know that he feels you having like empty space, and he's saying that he can feel that empty space, but he's trying to fill that empty space with his energy. Do you feel, hear, or sense him around you, like maybe a closing of a cupboard, or a closing of a door, or a curtain moving, or something like just shifting in the corner of your eye? Are you sensing him around you?
Hmm. Rachel, I also like to know if he had a very distinctive laugh or a very loud laugh. Okay, you're sensing him a little. Because I'm getting this sense of there's laughter. Okay, laughter. He's trying to fill this space that Jean identified with laughter because it needs to help lighten things up and to fill it. And he wants to fill it with this beautiful laughter and remembering all of the silly things that you did, he did, that you did together, and the silly jokes and the little pranks that you would play on each other, or he would play on you. I actually think he sort of was a little rascally like that.
It just let us know, Rachel, if that makes sense to you. Would he like be a joker or a kidder or like you know wisecracker or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
Only because like there's an energy here, and we're describing the energy, and we're feeling the. That's true. He did. Good, excellent. Thank you, Rachel. Yep, that's true. He was excellent. So that confirms this energy that we're picking up. So that when you confirm, this energy comes in closer and clearer for us.
Yes. Yeah. He's showing me a book, and he's showing me that he put notes in books. I don't know if it's like I'm not sure if it's notes that he wrote, or if they were love notes, or little scrap pieces of paper that he found from the newspaper or a magazine. If you have any books of his around, it might be nice to pull one out and just share the space with him. That because it gives him an opportunity to be in the same world that he was when he would do the reading, or when he would be trying to learn some new things.
He's also giving me an image of somebody rubbing somebody's feet. I'm not sure if you rubbed his feet, and he knows that you love him and how much you love him and your dedication to him. And he feels all of this. He can still feel your love, that your love with him, to him, between you and him is still alive. That love, he can feel the love. That is not disconnected. You are always connected through your love to him, with him, between you and him. And he feels that you say that you want him back, that you want to go back, or you want him back. And he's saying he feels your love, that he's still here. And he wants you to know that that he hasn't gone, that he's not any in a far away place. He is right here with you in this realm, in your reality, and it's his love. And he says the love that you feel in your heart and the love that you feel in your memories, he says he's in your thoughts and he's in your heart. And I feel like he wants to either hug you or wrap around you, either at night or certain times when you're relaxing. But he wants you to know that the love, he knows the love, and the love is still alive, not to give up on him, to continue and hold on to that love. And that's it. It's not going to cause you pain for missing him. It's going to bring that connection closer and make it richer. And he says that you and him we're always and always will be connected through this love, through this connection. It has not, just because his physical body has moved on, his love is still with you. And you can always talk to him and hold him and express to him and ask him things, like the communication through love, through your heart, and through your thoughts is still alive.
Yes,
he did put notes in the book.
Yeah. Well, and he's listening intently as you're speaking, and he's agreeing with everything that you're saying. And he wants you, Rachel, to take what Jean is saying and honor it. It may be a little weird. I do not know how long ago he passed, but if you're seeing small things that remind you of him, recognize them. Say, I see you. And that will help. That'll help with the connection and the energy. It'll keep that flow going. It's a very gentle energy. It's very loving. Mm-hmm. It's very warm.
Mm-hmm. I don't know why I can't find it. Oh, here it is. Yeah, Urs is, I don't know if he was a quiet man to begin with. And I think that with Gerald asking you how long ago he passed, we just am trying to tune into you and to make sure that you're okay, and to make sure that this is not too much or overwhelming for you. Because if it's been recently, it may just be a little too cryptic. But he is now and always will be with you. He has not left you. And you can always find him in your heart and in your thoughts, in your memories. When you look at pictures, he loves when you look at pictures. You can bring him in close whenever you think about him. If you have his clothes, if you want to make a pillow out of his clothes, or, a teddy bear out of it, one of his shirts or something, that's really, really great to have around and to hug. Yes. And to hold and to remember. Anything that you have of his that you can remember and hold close, it's almost like you send him a text whenever you think of him. He gets like a little ping. Oh, she's thinking about me. I can come in. And because he doesn't want to interfere with your everyday duties and thoughts and focuses. But when you're ready and you have a moment and you want to think about him and remember him and pull him in close, that's all. He's just a thought away.
Mm-hmm. And again, Rachel, I suggest you, if he had a book that he had been reading, I'd pick it up and maybe read it, look through it, see if you can see some of the notes as a way of connection. So
that is brilliant, Gerald. He did put notes in books. That's amazing. How specific is that? That's amazing.
It's like, okay.
Good job, Urs. Good job. And he's coming through quite lightly. So I'm not sure the reason of that, but all right.
Rachel said, this is comforting. Thank you so much.
Oh, wonderful.
It's beautiful.
You're welcome. You're welcome. All right, let's go over here.
And again, we're doing mediumship readings, and so these are a bit more in depth. And when you're here and you let us know, you give us some confirmation, that ensures that we are getting that connection. So thank you.
Mm-hmm. And Rachel, the connection with your husband is and always will be open for you. And especially now that we have brought through some of the confirmations, your openness to believing some messages coming through from him is really turned on right now. And your doubt has been turned off. And this is when it's a good time for you to take a few minutes and talk to him or write a letter to him, or, ask him for different signs that you'd like to see. The communication is open right now.
That's amazing.
Okay. I'm going to go with Wiki. And after Wiki is Rising Phoenix. All right, Wiki. Hi, Wiki. She says, I would love a message from my Aunt Pat, who died recently. Would like to know who met her. I'll see what we can get for you, Wiki.
Mm-hmm.
And Rising Phoenix, just let us know you're still here. Good. Thank you, Wiki. I feel like she's saying your mother. I feel like there's a sister, or her mother. No, she's saying, is it your mom's sister? That she's just saying your mother. Does that not resonate with you, Gerald?
No, sorry. I was observing there. She was mom's sister-in-law, Wiki said. She was met by a group of women. They were all in a straight line, and they were all specifically there in that order for a reason. And I don't know I can't necessarily separate each one, but they were in there for in that order for a reason. And there was hugs, there were kisses, there was great a lot of comfort, because it feels like some of them were very much helping to release the difficulty and the pain for your Aunt Pat's passing. So there's this, it was it's a specific order. So almost like they, one right after the other, they grew up together in an orphanage. Your mom and her sister-in-law grew up together? You're kidding. Oh my gosh. I felt very much sister. That's why I said, is it your mom's sister? But the sister-in-law, I mean, it all works. And they're in such a soul family. You know how that we reincarnate with the soul family that we come in with, we reincarnate over and over again. This is not by accident. Wiki said the girls. Oh, okay. Okay. I see. But her mom's sister-in-law is there almost like leading the pack. It's very interesting. So she is, Pat is also saying that there was angelic beings that greeted them as well. I'm not sure if the orphanage was a religious, like a Catholic or orphanage or something like that, some sort of Christian. But she's saying that there was angels that met her,
as well, and that helped her to cross. And these women that were meeting her and helping her to assimilate, sort of like let go of the 3D realm, or the density of the physical density, and to help her to adjust into and to remember her light being self, or her energetic body. It's all a process, and it depends on how long she was ill here in this world. Sometimes, actually, she's telling me she was going back and forth. She's telling me she was preparing for this departure for quite some time. And it was almost like, and they showed me this when people come into this world, but she showed me like double dutch, like she was kind of going in and out. And then finally there was an opening for her to jump in and and so she went.
She was Catholic, very devout, and she was 97.
Wow. And one of the girls died a week before her.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I think that they all came and met her, Wiki, but she is telling me angelic beings as well. I don't know which ones. Well, as soon as I said that, Mary, Mother of Jesus, showed up. So I'm sure that she was there too.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the last of that generation. I did get that, but I didn't say it. Wow. That she was the last one. Yeah. Yep. She was greeted and, celebrated too.
That's the word I was getting ready to say. There was very much celebration in the hugs and the kisses, the healing and the celebration. It was this sounds so petty. Job well done. Sort of praising the work and praising the legacy that she worked on leaving behind. So
I don't think I saw Rising Phoenix say that she was here. Thank you very much, Wiki. It was a pleasure connecting with your Aunt Pat. Yeah. And thank you for your question. And thank you, Miss Leona, for your donation. That was really sweet of you. Thank you very much.
I did not see Rising Phoenix either.
Okay. Let's go ahead and go with Leona. And after Leona is Angela Hutkins. All right. Leona says, look, Jenny, Tutu passed on her birthday. Oh, bless her. Wow. Thank you, Wiki. You're so very generous. I appreciate you. And thank you. I see you, Angela. Grandma Jenny. Oh, you're welcome, Leona. That's really, they do, it is often said that we do pass around our birthdays, but when she gets it on her birthday, that's an amazing target date.
Mm-hmm.
It means that there was like an opening for her to come in and go back out. I feel like an energetic opening. She's just saying that she lived a full life. She feels like she had not a difficult life, but she had it was strenuous for her. I'm not sure if she overworked or overdid it or something. She feels like her body wore out a little sooner than what she expected. But she was a hard worker and very active in her younger years. And just let me know, Leona, if you can confirm this. But I feel like she did leave this world sooner than expected. But I feel like it was almost like something wore out. How about you, Gerald?
Well, what I'm getting about Jenny, your grandma, is just she was a okay, she passed quickly, or it was quickly. She was a person who, if she made a commitment, she followed through on that commitment. And I also get she was doing a lot of work. I mean, she was always busy. She had a hand in a lot of pies. You know, she was able to support a lot of people. But I'm trying to get a visual on her, but she's still busy. She's still doing this activity on the other side. It's very much a let me help you be successful. Let me lift you up. Let me clear a path for you. Let me give you information in a dream, sort of thing. Encourage you to follow your intuition. I don't know if that makes any sense, Leona, just that sense, but she liked to be involved with a lot of people, but she was sort of, she wasn't quiet, but she wasn't overly loud or boisterous. Because I was going to say she was quiet, and she's like, no, I was not quiet.
Yeah, I think she had some secrets to keep, that she had something building up in her. I think she had some either secrets or somebody betrayed her and she just couldn't get over it. And it almost like festered. I feel like she had like this heartache or something that was just really bothering her most of her life. And, you know, she just couldn't get past it. And she let this thing fester. She held the family together as long as she could and then let go. And yes, betrayed.
That's disappointing.
But she didn't it's almost like it empowered her, because she did feel like she was being of service. And, you know, so not desperately wanting to make sure everybody else got ahead, and so that everybody else didn't have to go through what she had to go through. Like, make sure you help out people as much as you can in order to get them to a point where she is, to get them ahead, so that, in other words, you're not going to have to go through what I went through. I'm going to make sure that I do everything I can to help other people. She very much service, and I don't know what that, it's not humanitarian. It's, there's another word for it. Not philanthropist, but there's another word for it when people do this for others.
I can't think of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's a very strong woman, but yeah, she's just, so let's see what she wants. She wants you, Leona. She wants you not to sort of hang on to things that she sees now that did not serve her, and that she wishes she would have been able to be free from that. She's calling it poison. From the bitterness is what she's saying. She wishes she would be free from the bitterness. She said, don't hold grudges, don't hang on to bitterness. She said that just festers inside of you. Don't do what I did, do better than I did, and let things go. Don't swallow the bitterness, let it go. She said that there's no that everything happens in a cycle. And if somebody does something that is unjust, they will get their own just desserts, like, it's not for us to hold the grudge and to make ourselves ill in order to show that this person was unjust. It's for us to trust that the universe has a balance and a way of having people experience their own just desserts. And it's really important for you to let go of any grudges that you may have. And this is her recommendation and suggestion for you, Miss Leona. And she is here, and she is coming in my ears, and my ears are ringing like really, really high pitch. So she is really on it. She wants that. She wants that very much.
Well, and
She's
part of
saying
what
yes.
I got is clean up your the messes that you make. And she's also saying, if it's not your mess, it's not your responsibility. So I feel like she may have been cleaning up messes that were not hers. And it goes back to what Jean was saying about things will balance out. People will get they will get what is coming to them, so to speak. But yeah, it's like tell her about the mess, tell her about the messes. She may have been she may have been trying to clean up too many messes, and it backfired on her. So, and she's actually wiping her hands now. She's sort of going like that and trying to learn from that. Want you to learn that, Leona. Neat lady, powerful.
Yeah. Wisdom, lots of wisdom. And she wants to communicate that too with you, Leona. I think that Leona may have some mediumship skills. Write yourself letters. Say, this is my letter from Grandma Jenny, and just write yourself a letter, because she still wants to tell you more and more and more things. She's like, oh, she's paying attention to me now. Okay, I'll give her some.
There you go.
I'll give her some.
Yeah.
Oh, she says, I get that 100%. She's a smart cookie.
Oh, very smart cookie. Very smart cookie. Beth suggested, is the word you were thinking altruistic?
I can't remember. Her? Maybe. Okay. Yeah. Somebody who does certain things for other people, and the selfless giving. Yeah, that sounds right. Okay, so let's go with Angela, and let's see our time. I think we have time. Judith Anderson, if you're still here, Judith, if you could just say hello, that'd be great. And Angela says, I'd love a message from my maternal grandmother. I would say Edie, right?
That's how I would think so.
Yeah. Leona, Jenny's still here, and she's saying, Edie, they want you now. She said she's giving us an assist. She's going to help bring Edie through. She's turning around saying, Edie, they're calling you. And she's going to, your grandmother assisted everybody. Now she wants to assist me. She's still here. She's still here.
I love it.
I'm not kidding. She's not going anywhere. Connect with her. Go ahead, Gerald.
I love that, because it is one of those things, because what I heard was stop playing, put the cards down. You need to be here. So it's almost like that, like Jenny is like, when, Edie, put the cards down, you get over here, stop playing. And I don't know if Edie played cards or not. So. She feels small in stature to me. And I said specifically small in stature, but she was a pretty powerful presence, I get the sense. So she may have been small, short, petite, something, but boy, nobody argued with her. Everybody listened. And if they didn't listen, they learned quickly. Oh, Lord, my grandma gambled every day. Oh, my gosh. Leona, that's funny.
So for Edie, I'm getting that she was like a real firecracker. And I feel like she was a little bit religious. And I feel like she almost was sort of righteous in her way. I see her as being proud and a devout, but not afraid to put anybody in their place, in the sense that you sit here and I tell you to sit here. It's sort of like that. Like, even though she's small, but she's mighty, and she had the strength of 10 men. She's telling me, but she like don't mistake her size for her abilities. She wishes she had more. She said she had exercised her strength and her dominance where she could, but there were certain places where she knew she couldn't, and this bothered her. She was petite, very strong, maternal person, religious too. Thank you. Thank you, Angela.
And I like how you were saying, she had the strength of 10 men. What she said to me is, and she was smarter than 10 men too. So she was, her mind never stopped working and figuring things out. There's, and I don't know if she did any studying or she graduated from school or but she was always curious about what was going on around. Smart as a whip in a quiet, humble way. Okay. And I would almost say she hated it when people caught her reading because she had other things to do. Well, guess what? She was smart enough to figure out how to do things more efficiently, so she could do more reading and do other things.
Angela, sorry, go ahead, Joe.
Oh,
no, go ahead.
She wants you to bake a pie. She wants you to do something in an oven. Make something in an oven. So go ahead.
I was just wondering if your mom is still here in this world. She's bringing up your mom, and I feel like she's either taking care of her, watching over her, in contact with her in your mom's dreams. I'm not sure if your mom is still here or on the other side, but she's bringing up your mom, and you and your mom and your grandmom are close in age, or closer in age than some families, but she is just, Edie is saying how amazed and proud she is of you and how much you have not conformed, or you've been so open and spread your wings and taken chances and stood up for yourself. Like, there are certain things that you could do in your generation that Edie and your mom weren't able to do. And Edie is just really very supportive of you and your choices in this world. But I'm not sure. Is mom still here? Would you let me know? Because she is bringing up mom. I feel like your mom prays to her. I feel like your mom is still here. But I feel like your mom prays to her, or she did pray for her. Mom is still here. Yeah, I think your mom does pray to your mom, to her mom, Edie, for guidance, for direction, for connection, to watch over the family. And your mom is, I feel like your mom does have a dream, or had a dream of Edie. And I think your mom and Edie were close. I think they told each other secrets, and they were they had confidence. They were confidant. Like the vault, like you'll never get it from me. Like, your mom knew things about your Edie, and Edie knew things about your mom that nobody else would know. Not anything bad, just things that occurred in their lifetime that I feel like your mom has a lot of dedication and loyalty to her mom, which is really beautiful.
And Angela, I don't know if this is a message for you from Edie or if it's something for Edie, but when I'm connecting, my jaw is feeling very, very tight, and it's almost like you're keeping your mouth shut when you should be opening it and saying some things. So there's this sense of speaking out loud, and it goes back to what you were saying, Jean, is that there are things that you can do that they were not able to do, and so consider that if maybe you just need to unclench your jaw for a while. I don't, for entertainment purposes only, but my jaw got really, really tight. So, and now that I've said that, it's not tight anymore. So thank you. That may be my jaw. Okay. Anxiety and clenching at night. Okay.
Wow. That's what Edie's coming through and saying, that, to maybe incorporate some relaxation exercises. I had low back pain, and it's chronic, and I had it for like 10 years. I couldn't find anything. Finally, with a series of acupuncture and chiropractic and stuff, I've been able to be pain-free. But in the middle of the night, I would wake up and I'd be like in a trolley horse almost, and I wasn't able to fully relax. And I started taking valerian, which is just a really mild, natural herbal relaxer. And if you would drink valerian tea or take a little bit of valerian or whatever that is, that you maybe even chamomile tea or something before you go to bed, to help relieve that and allow your body to relax so you can get into that deep sleep, that might be help for you, Angela.
And Angela, yeah, go ahead.
Edie is asking me to mention that to you.
And Edie's also wanting to, since you mentioned your jaw and your clenching, she's saying write notes, take some notes, read a book out loud. Actually, what she said is read Bible passages out loud, Psalms specifically, she said, or sing something to get your mouth open and exercising.
Yes, it's her throat chakra. Mm-hmm. Your throat chakra is your ears and your mouth and your throat. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Singing and toning and talking and reading out loud. That's brilliant, Gerald. Are you a healer? Because that sounds like that's a healing recommendation there.
It is a healing recommendation, but I'm sometimes I get these good hits. So singing and humming help too. Yes. I mean, and there's, because if you would get a chakra alignment, one of the things that I had difficulty with is that my throat chakra, or my heart chakra and my throat chakra, will not lining up. So I couldn't speak my truth. And so I'm wondering if that might be something for you. And so thank you, Deb. If you're looking at crystals, blue lace agate is very good for being able to speak your truth, because we were talking, Jean had mentioned earlier about using crystals, and I love me a blue lace agate. So it's very, very helpful.
Yep. And Larimore is wonderful too. We could switch this all into a crystal show, but maybe next time we'll have to reschedule that. That sounds like fun. Oh my gosh, Gerald and I, we could go on forever with those crystals. Well, thank you very much, Miss Angela, and blessings to you, your mom, and dear sweet Edie. Oh, and the strength of 10 men. I mean,
I'm just like, and the smarts. I mean, I love her. I'm just like going, it's like, wow, okay. So
yeah. And the same goes for anybody. When we bring through your loved ones, there is an opening. And not only there's an opening, but the validation and you knowing and you feeling their energy here, that takes away your doubt of doubting yourself. And there is this opening. It's an energetic opening. And they want you to keep connecting to them, keep talking to them, write it down, ask them for specific signs. Keep this open and almost practice every day. Say, Edie, come have coffee with me. Edie, make me laugh today. Edie, bring me a feather or show me a sign today. Just keep that connection open. Edie, what would you recommend? Tell me what advice you have for me today. Keep that connection open, and the belief about it, like trust it. And she wants you to keep that connection open. Yeah. Oh, Edie was playing poker with Grandma.
Oh,
Oh,
for
okay.
Leona's,
Leona
yeah.
was saying that. I
Well,
see.
and and what would help is if you did talk to her, it would help you unclench your jaw. So, I mean, and there's this, yeah, she's getting ready to slap me upside on the back of the head, and I'm like going, but that's not mine. It's Angela's. So she she may want to, you know, okay. She may want to grab you in a hug and bring your head forward so she can kiss your crown chakra. There's this
Oh.
this loving thing that she's wanting to do. She's like going,
Oh.
things are tough right now, but you're tough too. And so okay, thank you. Now she's gone.
That's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
I know they want to stick around, and they all do. So Judith says she's here. She says, "May I have a message from my father Fred and or my baby sister Robin? Thank you." I feel Sister Robin coming through first.
Judith, how old
Sister,
was? Go ahead.
go ahead.
I was just curious. How old was Robin when she passed away? I'm getting a very young Robin on a playground on a wheel, and Dad's over underneath a tree smoking a cigarette or something like that, watching. So there's this wheel thing. What were you going to say? Sorry.
She was in her mid-30s. Yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. She she said that she's able to take care of you now. I feel like you had to watch over her or watch after her, or obviously with her being your baby sister, but you always had an eye on her and watching over her. And she said, now it's her turn to watch over you. And she said that how lovely it is to be in that position where she can be of service to you as a repayment. She's saying, I could never repay the love. And you respected her. You almost, you did see her as an equal, and that you two, understood you had a point of view because you were both the children of your parents, but she had a different experience than you did. um but it was like you two were as you and me against the world sort of thing. Like you two had a pact, or you two knew that you needed to stick together. She said you were very generous. You did what you could. She's saying have no regrets. She said everything happened the way it was intended to happen. She's saying that she hears you in your thoughts, and that nothing is left unsaid. That, everything that you do say to her now, she does hear. And I feel like she has graduated. She has like a sash, like a royal sash, not like a queen, but like honorary soul. She has received a special honors on the other side. She's talking about children, Miss Judith, and I know you have kids and grandkids, but do you have great grandkids? She's talking about little kids. She's saying she watches over them, and she is tickled because I think one of the great grandkids are they're a lot like her. Um, she's just talking about children. Is there any little children in your family, Judith? I only have one daughter who's 30. Okay. Well, there may be another addition to the family.
I'm getting a lot of energy of missing. Someone is missing. You are missing her. she is missing you. There, it almost feels like there's some tears and welling up of energy, and it's tears of gratitude about the missed times, the missed opportunities, the memories. There's a welling up of a lot of emotion. And Judith, I don't know if you've been thinking about her a lot, or something has been brought up for you with your sister Robin or your father Fred. There's just a lot of I just want to cry, actually, is how it feels to me. And I'm thinking it's with you and Robin, but it could be with you and your dad Fred. We were apart for some time when she was younger. I think about both all the time. Okay. So you're thinking about them, and that is bringing their energy to you. It's inviting them to come in. Open the door a little crack and go, okay. And as Jean has said so nicely a couple of times, give them a way that they can communicate with you. Show me a feather, a leaf, a flower, something yellow, something like that. There is this, it's like they want to be, they're stuck. Okay, slow down. They're stuck looking in the window at you, and they can't get in. So there's a little bit of just open it a little bit and invite them in. So that helps the heavy heart and the tears. Just invite them in, and something small. And if you think about both of them all the time, they're thinking about you all the time as well.
So did your dad pass with your sister? Like, was that the tragedy, or was it your dad could never get over your sister's passing? There's something, and I think that's the sorrow, because when you were talking about the sorrow is when I wanted to check in with her father, Fred. And but he's saying that it was a tragedy. I feel like he never got over your sister's passing, and he carried that with him. And he was never the same. He took things and looked at things in a more ingenuous kind of, took things much more seriously and compassionately. And I do feel like it hit him deeply, and he had to know my dad passed before my sister. Wow. There is sorrow in your dad's heart.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was because he lost his daughter. Yeah. But that's the sorrow that I think what Gerald was picking up. I feel like it was in your dad's heart. And I don't know, maybe was he in Vietnam or something? Like something really was bothering him, and made him sad, and changed who he was. Yeah, he was sad and felt alone. Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wow. And he says it's nice that you're thinking about him. And there is a sense of relief coming that you've actually articulated it, and Jean helped that connection. So it's being recognized, that his sadness is recognized, and it's very, very powerful.
I do feel as though they are together on the other side. I did feel as though your father was like kind of taking responsibility, not responsibility, but taking control or taking the lead, leading the way and sort of taking care of others around him. On the other side, I feel his soul had advanced here in this world, that he was able to greet some family members. Did he pass before his mother and father? He was really hit hard when my mother divorced him. Aw.
Wow.
Did his parents pass after him? Were his parents alive when he passed? Because I feel like there's like an out of order.
Yeah.
And did you know they passed way before my father? Wow. Okay. All right. It might be.
Yeah. Judith, I keep getting the feeling is that, invite him in for a cup of coffee or a tea or something. If he had a favorite beverage, part of me is saying, get that. His older brother just passed. Invite him in, make him, he misses you. And you're right, he does feel alone, because that heaviness is like he so alone. So
I think that what he expressed and felt here in this world, I don't think that he carried that on the other side. He's letting us know these feelings to identify him while he was here in this world, but he's not carrying those feelings on the other side. He's expressing this and sharing this so that you would be able to identify him or validate him and the way he was when he was in this world. He's showing me he's very much at the head of things on the other side, and helped your sister and his brother cross over, or not cross over, but greeted them when they reunited on the other side. And I feel like your father is leading in some way of the soul family there. Your father is evolved and
he's pretty content and happy with, because he feels he does not feel alone there, because he's doing all of these things, and he's actually he's a bit of a helper. He's a bit of a helper, and so he's one of those angels that that suggests to people turn left instead of right. And it's like, oh, here, get this instead of that. And so he likes that. So you're right, thank you, Jean, that makes everything feel so clearer. He's just helping us understand what it was. He was very much a helper.
Mm-hmm. You nailed it, Gerald. You nailed it. Wow. Yeah. Wow. Well, Judith, they're sending you all of their love. They're letting you know that they're all really good right now. They're all well. They're all vibrant. They're all still connected to you, and their love is always available to you. And they just are saying no hurry coming over, and that they're watching over you. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's beautiful. I love that. That's great.
Well, thank you very much, Judith, for all of your validation and help with the reading, and everybody who had their questions answered. All of you who did not get your question answered, we appreciate all of you. We appreciate you holding the space and the container, and you're raising the vibration and supporting us through this endeavor. It's really an honor to bring through and connect with your loved ones, and to have that validation and that realization on your end, to bring that in. And you can see some come through a little easier than others. Some are more clear than others. But we definitely want to, and you can do this. Everybody here who has a loved one on the other side has the ability to connect to their loved ones. and just ask and maybe write something down, maybe ask them for a little sign, a synchronicity. And whenever you see something, if you see the lights flickering, or if you see a little feather out of place, or if you see a little blue jay come and look right at you, just say, thank you, loved ones. I know that's you, give them the benefit of the doubt.
That's perfect.
Well, Gerald, thank you. Well done. Well done. And did everybody see we were like up in the clouds up here?
Yes. Yeah.
Aw. And we have Wisdom Seeker Joan popping in and out. Aw. Thank you, Wisdom Seeker Joan. We appreciate you being here. You're welcome, Rachel. You're welcome, everybody. Gerald, you'll be on later on today. You have a show. And Lenormand?
Yes, it's Kaylee from Woo Woo Wonderment created a Lenormand dogs deck. Wow. So we're going to be talking about this, her process, and showing some of our favorite cards.
So that's going to be so much fun. I love that.
Yes.
And what a beautiful way to express that. That's really wonderful.
Yes.
I too will be on later today for the Psychic Triad. We'll be on. I'm going to be hosting, and it's at 4:30 Eastern. So please come on back if you'd like to get some readings for this afternoon. And thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you.
All right, I'm just going to get to my little outro, and we'll see you again next time. Thanks again. We really appreciate all of your help, everyone. Take care. Yes. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you, everybody, for watching. Your support is greatly appreciated. If you enjoy this content, hit like, share, and subscribe. Remember to click the bell to be notified of future videos. Thanks again. Bye.